Hi guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to read 1 Samuel 8-16, Proverbs 7, and Psalm 42 to start. And Samuel became old, he made sons judge David. His name was first one son was John, the name was second Abijah. They judged in Israel. Their sons no organs ways returned aside after gain. They take bribes and pervert justice. No else is good together. Came to Samuel and said, behold, all your sons do wicked ways. Now in a point, and asked the king to judge like all nation. The thing displeased Samuel. When they said, give us a king to judge us, and Samuel prayed to the Lord, and the Lord said to Samuel, obey the voice of the people and all that they say to you. They have not rejected you, they have rejected me. And being king over them, according to all the deeds that they had done. And on the day I brought them up, I aided even this day, protecting the seven of God. So they I said to you, now then, obey their voice, and they shall solve no wonder, and show the ways of the king, and shall reign over them. So Samuel taught all the words of the Lord to the people who asked him for a king for him. He said, these will be the ways of the king who will reign over you. He takes them to appoint them to his chariots and to the horsemen to run for his chariots. He appointed for himself commanders 1,000 commanders, some to follow his great hand, and to read his house, to make his implements of war, and equipment of his chariots. He'll take your daughters to be perfumers, cooks, and bakers. Take the best of your fields, and your all fortune good to his sons. He'll take the tenth of his great. Since you are great, and no fear for you give them to his officers and to his servants. He'll take your message and himself to the best of the young men. You know, put them to his flock. He'll take the tenth of your flock. And you shall be a slice. And the day you cry because you can you judge the face, was the Lord not answered that day. Make your feast to obey the voice, and he said, no, but there shall be kingdoms. So ye may also be like all nations, and how can we judge and go before us to fight our battles? When Samuel heard the words, the people repeated them in the ears of the Lord. And the Lord said to Samuel, obey their voice and make them the king. Samuel then said to him, go from me to see. And there was a man of Benjamin whose name was Kish, the son of Ada, son of Zerah, son of Bechar, son of Aphia, son of Phia. And Benjamin, a man of wealth, his son, his name was Saul. And he had seen there also, and among the people. Over Israel has and he from his shoulders upward, he was told to lead the people, and like his Kish Saul's father was. The Kish said to Saul, and Jake one of the young with him, right, go and look for the donkey, and he passed through the hill of the earth, and passed through the Shalisha. He did not find them. They passed through the Shalisha, they were not there. They passed through the Benjamin, he did not find them. They came to the land of which is to Samuel. Let's go back, as my father seized to hear about the Lord, because anxious smells. He said to him, there's a man gone to sea, and he is a man who is held in the water. And all that he says comes true, and come, let's go there. Actually, even tell us the way you should go. It's also to say, if we go, we'll go and bring the man from bread and our sacrifice. There's no present to bring to anyone. What do we have? The servant answered, okay, I have with me a quarter of a shekel of silver. I'll give it to him and God to start with. And it's also to say, well said, we can't ask her. So they went to see where the man God was. And they went up to the hill to the sea. They met a young woman coming out to draw away and said to her, it's the here days, and he is behind. He is just him behind. He is coming to the access sea because he put a sacrifice today on the high place. He went into the sea. And you will find that because he goes up to high place to you. And if you will not eat till he comes, he must bless the sacrifice after those who are in valley. And they go up, you will meet him immediately. So they went about the sea, and as they were entering the sea, they saw Samuel coming out toward them on his way up to the high place. Now the day before Saul came, the Lord revealed to Samuel, tomorrow about this time, I'll send to you a man from the land of Benjamin, and shall appoint him to anoint him to be prince over Hebrews, and shall save my people from the hand of the Philistines. I send my people because the Christ come to you. Then Samuel saw Saul. The Lord told him, here's the man whom I spoke to. And Samuel saw Saul. The Lord told him, here's the man whom I spoke to. It is stream the Hebrew. And Saul approached Samuel and began to say, tell me where is the house of the and Samuel answered, and he said, go up before me to high place. So today shall you with me. In the morning I'll let you go and tell you all that is on the land. As 2 donkeys I have lost 2 days to go to, sitting out of them. For whom is all like the sire of the Lord? It's not fitting for your father. Samuel answered, and then I'll Benjamin from the least of the tribes of Israel. This is all my kind of humblest of all the kinds of tribe Benjamin. Neither have respected me in this way. Then Samuel took Saul and brought them into him and gave them a place at the head of those who had been about 30 persons. And Samuel said to the cook, bring the portion I gave you, which he said he put it aside. So the cook took up the lead and water on and set them before Saul. And Samuel said to you, Lord kept set for you, kept it set for you, because it was kept for you until the hour upon you might eat it. And Saul with Samuel that day, and he came to and the high place into the sea, above with prayer for Saul on the roof, and laid on the day. At the break of dawn, Samuel called Saul on the roof. After understanding the voice, and Saul rose, and both he and Samuel went out into the street. As they go down to ask us to see, Samuel said to Saul, tell the servant to pass on by us. And he's passed on, and stop here yourself for a while. Now maybe go into the word of God. And Samuel took a cast on, and poured on his hand, and kissed her, and said, has not the Lord anointed you to be prince of his people? And he shall reign me at the people of the Lord. And he will say that from the hand there. And the ceremony is there shall be a sign to you that the Lord is not due to be considered a heritage. And to offer it to you, make 2 million by racial stream, church to Benjamin is also. And say to you, the donkey to you, went to seek her family. Your father ceased to care about the donkey, is anxious about you, saying, what shall I do about myself? And you shall go and their father and come to Erkatable. Amen. Going up to God at Bethel, one carrying 3 youngers. So another carrying 3 was about another carrying a skin of one. And they will greet you and give you 2 loaves of bread, shall accept from me. After that, shall come to give us a him, but it is a gas in the blessing. And as soon as you come to see, only the group of prophets come down from high place, so at half timber, for it and lie before the prophecy. The Spirit, and the Lord, worship upon your prophecy, let them be turned to another man. And they decide to meet you will do what your hand finds to do. For God is with you, now go down with me to go, help a heart, and go in and teach off about sacrifice, peace, office. So they shall wait until I come to the show which shall do. They turns back till they Samuel God gave them another heart. And all these signs came to pass that day. And so they came to give a great prophets about it, and the Spirit of God rushed upon and prophecy among a lot of people. Previously saw and prophecy with the prophet. People said to one another, come over with some occasion. And saw it shone with the prophets. Then man that person answered, and who's their father? And therefore it became a prophet. Saul and Osam and the prophets. When he had fully finished prophecy, he came to high place. And Saul's uncle said to him to his servant, where do you go? And he said, seek the donkeys. And he said, they are not to be found. He went to Samuel, and Saul's uncle said, please tell me what Samuel said to you. And Saul said to his uncle, he told his friend that the donkeys were found. And about the matter of the king of which Samuel spake, he did not tell him anything. And Samuel called the people together to the Lord in Mizpah, and then he said to the people, thus says the Lord, the God of Israel, bring up Israel and Egypt, and deliver you from the hand of the Egyptians, and from the hand of all the kingdoms that were oppressing you. Because they rejected you, God. He said, you from all your calamities and distress. And he said to Zedek king over us, not therefore present yourselves before the Lord. No, you're trying to buy 1,000 cents, but all the time Benjamin is taken by life, brought the tribe of Benjamin nearby Cliff. And the man tries to take him out, and so he should take him out. They saw him, he could not be fasting, quite against the law. And as day man stood to come to the Lord, said, behold, he was hidden himself among the baggage. He ran to them from there, and he stood among the people. And he told them, and the people on the shoulders up, and so and they said to all the people, do you see him? And the Lord showed him, and the king among all the people. And all the people shout, long live the king. So he told the people, and the mighty Jews, the kingship. And the king and he read in the book and there before the Lord. And Samuel said to all the people away, and each one to his house, Saul also went to his house. And agreed with him went men of valor, whose house got Natasha, some work for us. And how can this man say this? And his fast and bow and knife, and the silent peace. And they hashed them, and I went over siege to Jewish go. And all the men of Jewish said to Nahash, he could treat you with us, no service. Yes, but Nahash the Amorite said to on this condition I'll make a treaty with you. And he granted all your right, and thus young disgrace and Elijah. And all the Jabez said to him, give us 7 days to respect, leaving some messengers through all the territories. If there's none to save us, and they'll give ourselves up to you. And the messengers came to give it, so they put the man in the ears of the people, and all the people wept to them. And then behold, Saul was coming from the field behind the oxen. And Saul said, what's wrong with the people that they are weeping? And they told him, and these are the men of Jabez, and the Spirit of God rushed upon Saul, and he had these words, and his anger was great again. He took the yoke of oxen, and cut that he sent them to outward territories, up on him in. And the messengers saying, whoever does not come out of the sword, so shall be done to his oxen. And the dread of the Lord fell upon the people, and they came as one man. And they mustered them as a people of Israel with 300,000, and men of Judah 30,000. And they said to the messengers who had come, thus shall you say to the men of Judah, tomorrow by the time the sun is hot, we shall have salvation. And the messengers came to Jabez. They were glad. Therefore the men of Judah said, tomorrow we will give ourselves up to you, that you may do so seems good to you. And the next day Saul put no people in 3 companies. He came to Mr. Came the morning watch, and it was struck down there, and I told him he did there. And there was just a lot of scattered, so no 2 of them were left to go. And he said to them, who is it that said, so shall reign over us? And then he put them to death, so some of them shall we put to death this day. For today the people, the Lord's where salvation is. As the summer said to people, come, let's go to Google, and there we need the king. So all people went to Google, and there they made Saul king of Google. And they sacrificed peace offering to the Lord. And there Saul and all the leaders rejoiced greatly. And Samuel said to Elijah, behold, I have obeyed your voice, and all the ears said to me, I have made a king over you, now behold the king, and all was before you, and I am old and great, behold my sons are with you. We walk before you from my youth until I say, here I am, testifying against me before the Lord, and before his Lord, whose ox have I taken, and whose donkey have I taken, or whom have I defrauded, and who have I oppressed, or whose hand have I taken back to my mother's with it. Testify against me, and I will restore it to you. They say, you have defrauded us, or oppressed us, or taken anything from me. And his hand, he said to them, which witness here to you? And his notice witnesses said, no, you have not found anything in my hand. He said, and they said, he is witness. And Samuel said to him, the Lord's witness, He appointed Moses and Aaron and brought your father out of the land of Egypt. Therefore stand still and pray before the Lord concerning all the righteous deeds of the Lord they performed for your fathers. And Jacob went down into Egypt. Egypt oppressed them, and their fathers cried out to the Lord. And the Lord sent mercenaries. He brought your father out of Egypt, made them dwell in this place, and they forgot the Lord their God. And they sold them to his sister, coming in the army of Hazel, into the hand of the Philistines, and the hand of the king of Moab, 4 years. And he cried out to the Lord and said, we have sinned, because we have forsaken the most of the vows of Ashtaroth. And now deliver us out of the hand of our enemies. He said, the Lord sent Jeroboam back, and drift them to Satan, and delivered you out of the hand of your enemies. And every side of the position. We saw them at Hash, the king of Earth, king against you, said to him, David, the king shall reign over us, and Lord your God was your king. And now behold, the king who moved to us and freed me of us, behold, the Lord said, if you fear the Lord, so and remember his voice, and not rebel against the commandment of the Lord. If you break the end of the king reigns over you, follow the Lord your God, it will be well. If you not rebel the voice of the Lord, rebel against the commandment of the Lord, then the hand of the king will be against you. Will be against one your king. Now therefore stand still and see the great thing that the Lord will do for you. It is not we harvest there. And we'll call upon the Lord that he may send from you rain and see the wickedness is great. C.Jun said, also if he says the king. So we called upon the Lord, and we sent them rain and they greatly feared the Lord. So, and Samuel, then all the people said to Samuel, quickly said, so whatever. And then he may not die here. Added all the sin to the sea to ask ourselves the king. And Samuel said to do, don't be afraid, you done the sea. You do not sacrifice following. So the Lord thought you hard, do not turn aside after empty things, you cannot profit to love. They are empty for the Lord, turn off, forsakes you who is great name, forsakes you, because it is pretty easy the Lord to make you people for himself. And it's me, far be it from me, that I should sing his Lord by cease to pray for you. I instruct you in the good and the right way, and the faith of the Lord serve faithfully. And serve faithfully, Lord, and consider what great things he has done for you. If you still do wickedly, you shall be swept away by you and your king. So lived for 1 year, and then became king, and he reigned for 2 years over the Saul chose 3,000 years. 2,000 with Saul and Mishmash, and now going to be back out. And the 1,000 with Jonathan and Gibeah, and the rest of the people waited on him. And everyone to send Jonathan to defeat the Philistines and the Philistines had together. And the Philistines heard of it, as all the trumpets out with mercy. Now the Hebrews here always heard of it, Mr. Saul had defeated the Philistines and the Philistines. And also that Israel became a stench to the Philistines. And the people called out to join Saul and Gibeah. And the Philistines turned to fight with Israel, 30,000 chariots and 6,000 horsemen and troops. And at the sand of the sea and multitude, he came to Mishmash from the east of Bethel. Then Israel saw that they were in trouble. All the people hid themselves in caves and holes and rocks and tears and cisterns. And some Hebrews crossed the ford to Jordan to land again in Gilead. Saul was still a good, and all the people followed him trembling. And he waited and his tongue poured by sound. Samuel did not come to Gilgal, and the people were scattering from him. And Saul said, bring the burnt offering here to me, and the peace of Israel for the burnt offering. So as he had finished offering the burnt offering, Samuel came. Saul went down to meet him in Greek. Samuel said, what have you done? And Saul said, I saw that the people were scattering from me, and did not come within the days appointed. And that the Philistines had mustered in Mishmash, and said, now the Philistines will come down and go to Gilgal. I have not sought out the favour of the Lord, so I forced myself enough of the burnt offering. And Samuel said, this is the way you done forcibly. You know, kept the command of God, which you commanded you. For then the Lord would have established your kingdom over Israel forever. Now your kingdom shall not continue. The Lord sought out a man after his own heart, and the Lord commanded him to be considered his people, because he did not care what the Lord commanded. Samuel rose and went to Gilgal. And the rest of the people went up after Saul to meet the army, and they went from Gilgal to Gibeah Benjamin. And Saul and all the people were present with him, about 600 men. And Saul and Jonathan and the people were present with them, stayed in Gibeah Benjamin. And the Philistines came to Mishmash, and raised came in out of the camp of the Philistines in 3 companies. One company turned toward Ephraim, so went sand. Sure, another company turned toward Bethhoron, and another company turned toward the border. And looks down the valleys of Boim toward the wilderness. And there was no blacksmiths to be found throughout all the land of Israel, for the Philistines said, lest the Hebrews make themselves swords or spears. But every one of the Israelites went down to the Philistines, sharpened his plowshare, his mattock, his sack, his sickle. And in charge was 2/3 a shekel for the plowshares of the mattocks, and 1/3 a shekel for sharpening the axe, and 30 both. So on the day of the battle, as neither sword nor spear found in the hand of any of the people, Saul and Jonathan. Saul and Jonathan, his son, had them, and the garrison of the Philistines were in the outside pass in Mishmash. And the day Jonathan, the son of Saul, said to him when he carried on, come, let's go over to the Philistine garrison on the other side. But he did not tell his father. So staying in the outskirts of the Gibeah, and the pomegranate cave and make on the people with him about 600 men, including Ahijah, the son of Ahijah, Ichabod's brother, son of Phinehas, the son of Eli, priest of the Lord, Sheila, wearing an ephod. And the people did not know that Jonathan owned in the past of the land which Jonathan had sought to go over the Philistine garrison, and there was a rocky crag on one side, and a rocky crag on the other side, named the one was Bezos, and named the other Sennacherib. The one crag arose in both front of Mishmash, and the other on the south of Gilgal. And Jonathan said to him, "Carries on, come, let's go over to the grass on these uncircumcised. Maybe the Lord will work for us, for nothing can hinder the Lord by saving many or by few." And his armor bearer said to him, "Do all this in your heart, do as you wish. Behold, I will see your heart." So, and Jonathan said, "Behold, we will cross over to them, and we will show ourselves to them. If they say to us, wait until we come to you, they will stand still in our place, we will not go up to them. And if they say, come up to us, then we will go up, for the Lord is giving them into you. He shall be certain to us." So both of them showed themselves to garrison the Philistines. And the Philistines looked, said, "Look, he was coming out of the holes where they had hidden themselves." And the men of the garrison held Jonathan to his armor bearer and said, "Come up to us, and we'll show you things." And Jonathan said to his armor bearer, "Come up after me, for the Lord has given them into him." And Jonathan climbed up as hands and feet his armor bearer after, and they fell before Jonathan. And his armor bearer killed them after. The earth like festering, which Jonathan and his armor bearer made, killed about 20 men as if with a half a far's length and acre length. And there was panic in the king and the field among all the people. Garrison in the raiders trembled, the earthquake, and became a very good panic. And the watchmen of Saul gave you a Benjamin looked, and behold, the multitude was discussing here and there. And Saul said to people with them, "Come and see all who was gone forth." And he counted, and behold, Jonathan and his armor bearer were not there. So Saul said, "Bring the ark of God here." So the ark of God went that time, and the people were so. And while Saul was talking to the priests to the king, and the Philistine priest more also, Saul said to the priest with joy of hand. And Saul and all the people with him rallied and went to battle. And behold, every Philistine sword was against him, and there was great confusion. And all the Hebrews who had been with the Philistines before that time had gone up with them. And to the king, even the Israelites turned to you there, so I took with Saul and Jonathan. Likewise, when all the men of Israel had hidden themselves, and the hill country Ephraim had the Philistines were fighting. And he too followed half of the men back to the little cities of the day, and the battle passed beyond Beth-aven. And the men of Israel, however, had been hard pressed that day, so Saul led an army, and people said, "If I see the men that eat food until the evening, I am avenged my enemies." So none of the people tasted food, and all the people came into the forest, behold, there was honey there. As the people entered the forest, behold, the honey was dropping, but no one put his hand to his mouth. Then the people feared the earth, and Jonathan and not his father charged the people there, so they put out the stick, the staff that was in his hand, and dipped it in the honey, and put his hand to his mouth, and ice became brown. When the people said, "Your father struck him and charged the people with mercy. Cursed be the man who eats and feared this day, and the people fed." And Jonathan said, "My father troubled the land. See how my eyes have become bright because I tasted a little bit of this honey." And when he prepared the people near and freely to the swollen and he said, "They fed." But now the defeat among the Philistines not being great, he struck down the Philistines that day from Mishmash to Idon. The people were very faint, people glanced on the spot. And took sheep and oxen and cows and slaughtered them with the ground. And the people ate them with the blood. And they told them, "Behold, the people sinned against the Lord by eating with the blood." And they said, "You don't trust the royal grace done to you." And Saul said, "Just place yourselves among the people and say to them, let everyone bring his oxen and sheep and slaughter them here. You don't sin against the Lord by eating with the blood." So every one of the people brought his oxen there that night, and they saw them there, and they saw them not to the Lord. This first officer built the blood, and Saul said, "Behold, let's go down with the Philistine by land from them until the morning. It's not me that man." Then he said, "Do whatever seems good to you." And he said, "Let's draw near to God here." And so inquired of God, "Shall we go after the Philistines? We could then to him." He did not answer that day, so I said, "Come here, all you leaders of people, and see how the sun has risen today. As the Lord lives who saves Israel, though he be injured, and the mercy shall surely be done." And there was no man among all the people answering. He said to us, "You shall be on one side, I and Jonathan my son will be on the other side." People said, "So do what seems good to you." Therefore Saul said, "Look at Israel, why have you not answered yourself to say, if the skills I made Jonathan my son give from me?" And when Jonathan and Saul were taken, the people escaped. And Saul said, "Cast lot between me and my son Jonathan," and Jonathan was taken. And Saul said to Jonathan, "Tell me what you have done." And Jonathan told him, "I tasted a little honey with the tip of the staff that was in my hand. Here I am, I'll die." And Saul said to him, "God do so to me more, so you shall surely die, Jonathan." And the people said to Saul, "Shall Jonathan die? His work was great salvation in Israel. Apart from this, the Lord that shall, there shall not one hair as a head fall to him. His work was God to save, so the people ransomed Jonathan and said he would not die." And Saul went out from pursuing the Philistines, and Philistines went to impress. And Saul taking the king's ship over there, so he fought against all his enemies on every side. Against Moab, against the Ammonites, against the Edom, against the kings of Judah, against the Philistines. Wherever he turned, he ran there. And he did the island, and shook the Amalekites to deliver Israel at the hands of those who plundered them. The sons of Saul were Jonathan, Ishvi, and Malchishua. Named his 2 daughters with these. Near the first one was Merab, and named the younger Michal. And near the Saul's wife was Ahinoam, and the daughter of Ahimaaz. And named the commander of the army was Amnon, son of Saul's uncle. He was the father of Saul, and Eric father of Amnon, son of Abiel. There was hard fighting against the Philistines all the days of Saul. When Saul saw any stronger than Amnon, he dashed him to himself. And Samuel said to Saul, "The Lord sent me to unite the king of these people Israel. And have listened to what the Lord, thus this Lord has." And I noticed what Amalek did to Israel, opposing them on the way when they came up out of Egypt. They are going to strike Amalek and devote them to destruction, all that they have, to spare them. They will kill both men and women, child and ox and sheep, camel and donkey. And Saul summoned the Hebrew and numbered them to 200,000 men on foot and 10,000 men on Judah. And Saul came to the city of Amalek, and were laying wait in the valley. And Saul said to the Elites, go down from among the Amalekites, and set straight with them, so that you show kindness to all the people which are in the kingdom of Egypt. The king is depart from among the Amalekites, so defeat the Amalekites, and have let his father share, which is east of Egypt. And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive, and did great destruction, while he would purchase Saul. And Saul and all the people spared Agag, and the best of sheep and oxen, and the fine cows and birds. And all that was good would not only destroy them, and all that was rise and worthless, they prepared to destruction. When the Lord came to Samuel, good that made Sorokin, he used to look back from falling in me, and not perform wicked commandments. And Samuel was angry. He cried to the Lord all night. Samuel rose up early to meet his soul in the morning. And it was told Saul, Samuel, Saul came to come, and behold, he set up a monument for himself, and passed on, and went down to Gilgal. And Samuel came to Saul, and Saul said to him, "Lest to be you to the Lord, I performed the commandment of the Lord." And Samuel said, "But this is bleeding in the sheep and my ears and lying in the oxen." And Saul said, and they brought it to them from the Amalekites. The people spared the rest of the sheep and the oxen to sacrifice to the Lord, and the rest of the riders of destruction. And Samuel said to Saul, "I'll tell you what the Lord said to me this night." He said to speak. Samuel said, "There you are, you are not the head of the tribes of Israel, the Lord anointed King Israel. The Lord said, your mission said, go to destruction of the sins of the Amalekites, fight against them until they could. Why then do you not obey the voice of the Lord? Why did you pounce on the spot and do as evil in the sight of the Lord?" And Samuel said to Samuel, "I have obeyed the voice of the Lord. I have gotten the mission of the voice of the Lord sent me. I brought Agag, the king of Amalek. I have divided the Amalekites to destruction. You took the small sheep and oxen, the best of things for destruction, sacrifice to the Lord your God and good." Samuel said, "Has the Lord created the lion, burnt offering sacrifices, and obeying the voice of the Lord? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and listen than if I have married. And rebellion is sin and divination, and presumption is iniquity and idolatry. He rejected the word of the Lord, he has also rejected you from being king. So was it sin, my sin, as I have transgressed the commandment of the Lord, and you realize because I feared the people and obeyed their flesh. Therefore, please pardon my sin and return with me, and I may bow before the Lord." Samuel said to Saul, "I will not return with you. You rejected the word of the Lord, and the Lord rejected you from being king." And Samuel turned to go away. Samuel says, and Samuel said to him, The Lord has torn the kingdom of Israel from me this day. He has given it to a neighbor, he also is better than me. This is the glory, Israel will not lie, have a great fear, and man that he should have a great. He said, I have said on me now before the Lord. I was on my head before Israel. Samuel, can I bow before the Lord? He was. Samuel turned back after Saul, and Saul bowed before the Lord. And Samuel said, bring here to me, Agag, the king of Amalekites. And Agag came to him cheerfully. Agag said, surely the bitterness and death is past. And Samuel said, as his sword has made me childless, so shall your mother be childless and woman. And Samuel hacked Agag to pieces before the Lord and Gilgal. Samuel went to Ramah, and Saul went up to his house and gave it Saul. And Samuel did not see Saul again until the day of his death. But Samuel grieved over Saul, and the Lord greatly he made Saul king of Israel. And the Lord said to Samuel, how long will you grieve over Saul, since I have rejected you from being king of Israel? Be you whole with oil, and go, send you to Jesse the Bethlehem. I have provided for myself a king among his sons. And Samuel said, how can I go? If Saul hears that he will come. And I said, take a high foot and say, come to sacrifice to the Lord. Invite Jesse to sacrifice to Sharon. And I will show you what you shall do. You shall anoint for me him who married to Clancy. So I made it as the Lord commanded, and came to Bethlehem. And as I see him came to me, him trembling, and said, do you come peaceably? And he said, peaceably, I have come to sacrifice to the Lord. Consecrate yourself to come with me to sacrifice. And he consecrated Jesse and his sons, and invited them to sacrifice. And they came, he looked at Eliab and thought, surely the Lord's anointed is before him. And the Lord said to Samuel, do not look at his appearance on the height of his stature, because I rejected him. And the Lord looks not as man sees. And sees not as man sees. Man looks on the outward appearance. But the Lord looks on the heart. Jesse put it in and made him pass before Samuel. And he said, indeed, the Lord chosen this one. And Jesse made Shammah pass by. And he said, indeed, the Lord chosen this one. And Jesse made 7 of his sons pass by before Samuel. And Samuel said to Jesse, the Lord is not chosen in these. And Samuel said to Jesse, I all his sons. He said, there remains yet the youngest. Behold, he is keeping the sheep. And Samuel said to Jesse, send him get him. We will sit down until. We will not sit down till he comes in. He said, I brought him in. Now he was bright and beautiful eyes and was handsome. And the Lord said, arise and went to him. For this he and Samuel took the holy water and went to in the midst of his brothers. And so the Lord rested upon David from that day forward. And Samuel rose up to him and went to Ramah. And the spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and a harmful spirit from the Lord tormented him. And Saul said to him, behold, now a harmful spirit from the Lord is tormenting you. And now the Lord commanded us unto a point to seek out men who are skillful in playing blood, and the harmful spirit from God is upon you, and you'll be well. So said to us, provide for me a man who can play well, and bring him to me. And when the young man is, behold, I've seen a son, Jesse the Bethlehem, who is skillful in play, and a man of war, great in speech, and a man of good presence, and the Lord was with him. Therefore Saul sent messengers to Jesse and said, send me David his son, with the sheep. And Jesse took a donkey laden with bread and skin, and young goat, and sent them to David's father, and son of Saul. They came to Saul and to Sarah, and Saul loved him greatly, and he became his own bear. And so also to justice, say, when they remain in my source, use some favor in my son. The other harmful spirit from God was upon so. They took the land to play with the sin. The sword's profession as well, the harmful spirit depart from him. Proverbs 7. My son, keep my word to share my commandments, even keep my commandments, and keep my choose to abandon for God and tell me how. It is the my sister calling to you intimate friend to give you from the food and with the family that also smooth life. And the one in my house, I will take them in my sister among the temple, see among these. You know, like it says, pass on the street near corn, taking her to her house and twilight in the evening, tournament lovers. And the woman is just a Christian belief heart. There is no wait. If he does not stay at home on the meeting, stream down the market, every correction lines away. He is just in case both faces to gesture. And offer sacrifice to champion me in my vows. So now come to me and seeking you and friend. As the make country cover colors from Egyptian, and present free my bed with my license in there. I'm going to take her for love to morning, and that's love for my husband on her. He's got a long journey. You come back about it, and now full money he'll come home with much like to speak she persuasion. It's the mutual she can pass it on once he falls out. And his marks against his water as a stag's caught fast to an air pieces limb. There's a bird rushing into his snare, he doesn't know customer's life. And as I listen to you, intent to words about my only heart turn aside to the ways. He knows stranger past me, for many victims he's lived, and was slain on my throne. And still waits to show great intent to change in death. Psalm 42 is a deep pencil flying straight, so paints my soul for you and God. My soul is supposed to God. And living on, when it shall come beautiful, but my tears be my food again. Well, they say to me all the day long, where's your God? These things I remember, as upon my soul, how good. You in possession to have to go with righteous songs, great multitude, keep festival, and he cast down myself, I intend more within me. Hoping God for again, praise my salvation in my God. My soul is cast down within me, therefore I remember you from the edge, or the hammock from Mount Nizar. Deep calls deep, glory will forcibly break in the ways of one of me. I dare the Lord commands those who. His stuff is love, and by night song with me. For I am the God of my life, I say to God, my rock, and forgot me. Why do good man, because the oppression did me. This is deadly which my bones, my adversaries to one say to all day long. There is your God, why you cast down my soul, why you turn within me. Open God for his good praise, and my salvation, my God. As the ocean of the Lord shall leave our heads far down, how be in your kingdom. How be in your kingdom come your return with us in heaven. If so, until it both because taste us, we go to it's not to taste those evil one, for there's a kingdom power, the God of fail. Amen. See you tomorrow. Bye.